All right. Well, I'm just going to walk around this table because one, we got windows now and that's new. And two, we got this new camera that'll actually follow me around except for when it doesn't, like now. Will it find me again? Sort of. Is there a degree limit? Do I have to walk back this way? That's ridiculous. I can't just keep walking in a circle. Where does it stop? There really is. So apparently I have to pace in a circle. Well, that's what I'm going to do while I talk about attendance right now. Because we need to talk about attendance. It's midterm, or was on Friday. Actually, today is day 18 of 39 of the term. And if you do a little fraction with 18 over 39, I don't think you can actually reduce that fraction or simplify it at all because probably using the wrong terminology there, Miss Bayless. 39, 13 times 3, but 13's prime. And 18 is even. That's, you can know. 18 out of 39. I think that's as simple as that fraction can get. But it's like 46%, maybe 47. So even though midterm is over, we haven't actually gotten halfway through the term yet. If you get 4 days a term to miss, and we're halfway through, you shouldn't have missed at this point any more than 2 days. If you've missed more than 2 days, you've missed too much school. Reminder, there's no safety nets this term. If you go over on your days, you just don't earn credit. And that sucks. That means you've wasted your time here this quarter. If you do that twice, you can't stay on a roster anymore. You gotta be earning credits here in order to stay on the roster. So make sure you're at school every day. Make sure you pass your classes. You should also be getting a midterm grade report today. You got half a term. If you're not passing a class, you got, what is it, 18 to 39? Do the math. You got 53% of the term left to fix that. So attendance is important. Mind your attendance. Next item is that next Wednesday, not next Wednesday, tomorrow, we are going to offer an open testing session for the HiSET exam for the Missouri Option Program. Now what that means is that if you might be interested in a method of graduation that could be much earlier than your anticipated graduation. Hey Tim, I'm making a video, sorry. Now I'm self-conscious about it because he saw me. You could stay after school on Wednesday, show some initiative and a little bit of commitment of your time. Take a mock or a practice HiSET exam. Let's go in Oni's room. Let's mess with his stuff. Oni hates this. This camera's so good I can't get it off me. It's gonna bother him. You could take a practice HiSET exam, see what your score would be, and also show us that maybe you might be within striking distance of passing the HiSET exam. That's the tool we use to see if you might be a candidate for the Missouri Option Program. Well, what that means is that if you're behind on credits, and maybe you are, and you're 17 years old, and you pass government, health, and personal finance, you got to take all your EOC exams. You got to do the Constitution test to come along with government class, but that's enough to graduate high school through the Missouri Option Program. So, if you are interested in something like that and want to stay after school tomorrow, Wednesday, and take a test that might let you in that program, make arrangements to do that. Ms. Keibel and I will be here And we're going to have those tests. We are asking that you have a little skin in the game, as they like to say. It's a bit of a morbid turn of phrase, but commit a little bit of your time to take that test, and let's see how you might do. Some of you have already talked to about that, but this is an open call for testers. Also, if you have a VLC class that maybe you need to make some progress in, and I'm looking at the progress report here on the screen right now, some of you might want to take advantage of some time at school that's dedicated with a classroom, with a teacher, with the internet to work on your VLC class. You're also welcome to stay for that. So Wednesday after school, open testing session for Missouri Option HiSET and VLC Work Lab. That's Wednesday. All right, that's enough walking around. We got business to take care of here. Attendance, remember, like we just talked about this. You got 4 days. Friday was midterm. Long ways to go yet. Make sure you're here every day. Mo Options HiSET stuff tomorrow after school. Stay, make arrangements to stay tomorrow. If you want to do that, you got to have your own transportation home. Edgenuity classes, make sure those are underway now here in the second half of the term. You're getting a really good deal this first term. And if you have a VLC class, it's because you need it. If you don't need a class in every quarter of the term, you don't have one scheduled first term, and that's on purpose. I don't have time to get it started. I only have them started for people who absolutely need them every quarter. So if you think that's you and you don't have a class yet, you do need to email me right now to say, hey, I need one every quarter. I know my credit situation, and that's why I know I need one right now. If you're just like, I want one sometime in the future, which I got a lot of notes like that. The instructions said to be very specific about which classes you want at what time and why. If you just said generally, yeah, I'd like some credit recovery, I'm not even responding to that. What I'm asking for right now is, if you are certain you need a credit recovery course in quarter one, then you need to email me if you don't have one. Moving on. Build My Future, that trip. Okay, we've already signed up for this. This is on Thursday, October the 17th. I need to point out something that's a little confusing right now, but we got to get to it because that falls within our save days time frame. You get 4 days to miss per term, but we are gracious, and even if you don't use them, we give them to you at the end of the term. And so if you saved your 4 days, you wouldn't have to come to school on Friday the 18th, Thursday the 17th, Wednesday the 16th, or Tuesday the 15th, right? Did I count? You know what I mean. Those 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you saved 2 days, that means you can be gone Friday and Thursday the 17th. If you have days saved, but want to go on the Build My Future trip because it's, a good opportunity, and like for the reasons you said on the form, I want to know about job opportunities, then you'll want to come to school on that day. And also, if you don't come to school on that day, then I won't believe you ever again. I'm just kidding. But we do need to get correct numbers to Mr. Doherty, who is going to take us. So I'll be feeling this out as we get up to that time. But anyhow, I wanted you to know about that. You might want to make arrangements to come to school on that Thursday, even if you don't have to, if this is important to you. I might even make you a deal, like maybe give you a bonus day in a future term or something like that if you're going to come to school when you don't have to. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. How about that? Careers trip. This is a separate but related trip scheduled for October the 3rd. Mr. Doherty, who is also going to take us on the Build My Future thing, takes students, I don't know, like once a month. There's lots of them over the course of the year, to different local employers so that you can see that environment and learn more about the kind of jobs that they have there. So the first one of these that's going to happen this year is actually a tour of the new ag building being constructed within our district. That's over at the junior high. And so this is a construction oriented, I guess you'd call this like commercial construction in a way. It's schools, but it's like not a home. It's a large building with different kind of building materials than homes. And so, you know, I assume there's lots of concrete and steel and glass and, you know, like school buildings look. But you can see the people who work for, this is Branco, I think. I don't want to get this wrong. I'll get this right between now and then if this is wrong, but I believe that's Branco who got that contract and is building that building. That is also who is currently working on our building in part. In addition to the window company, there's also Branco Construction who's doing a lot of the prep work and post work to make the building look really nice. So that is an employer in Neosho. We have lots of former students who've gone to work for Branco. So, you know, you can see what it's like to work for them on a job site that is within our district. But that is happening on October the 3rd. There is now a sign-up sheet like normal in the Team Tuesday page for this trip. If you want to go on that trip, then go do the thing on the sign-up sheet. This week, we got a lot of events starting to stack up in the school year. Today, after this team meeting, we have the Constitution Bowl taking place. This is a beloved annual event led by Mr. Oni. He is like the Pat Sajak of the Central Campus. And he is the master of ceremonies and also of constitutional wisdom. So this is a really fun thing. We will be organized by team. So that's your first block. And teams will compete. Listen to the rules and pay attention. You have to actually like be in the right rotation, represented by all of your people all the time, or else you'll be disqualified. That's in the Constitution. It's not actually in the Constitution. You know that if you've been paying attention to Mr. Oni's class. So we got the Constitution Bowl coming up right after this. Friday, this is a change to the calendar that I'm excited about. Friday is homecoming. Our football team is 3-0 for the first time in I don't know how long. And we're going to have an early out day so that we can pick up a tradition that, I don't know, we've had for some time in Neosho, but has kind of been hit and miss in the past, where we have a parade and the pep rally on the square downtown rather than just in the gym at the high school or whatever. So that is the purpose of Early Out Day. Encourage you to go join the festivities. Certainly don't do something dangerous or irresponsible with that time. Early Out Friday. So parents, so you know, that's happening Friday. There you go. Buses are going to pick up early. This is another thing that's actually important for Friday. Our bus is going to pick up here, the shuttle bus, to go back to the high school at 11:45. So that's earlier than usual. We need to eat a little early on Friday and be cleaned up and ready to get on the bus so that we get where we're going. Next week, Monday, there is no school for students. That is a staff work day, so don't come to school on Monday. Seems like you've been having a lot of days off recently, and I'm jealous. Wednesday, something is happening at 9 a.m. It doesn't say right there, but it's picture day. There's also a makeup day. We'll talk about that in the next slide. But Wednesday of next week is picture day, so plan looking sharp on picture day. And then on Friday, we are going to have our mural ribbon cutting, which is a ceremony to kind of the mural's already there and it's done, but we will officially introduce it to the community on Friday. So we'll have a lot of guests here. Please be on your best behavior. Look nice, whatever. We might be on the news and pictures in the newspaper, but that is happening on Friday. There's another mural project brewing for the exterior of the building that I'm excited about, but we'll save that for a future team meeting. Picture days, like I say, Wednesday of next week, 9 a.m. we will have our initial picture day. Makeup day is on October 9th That's scheduled for the afternoon, just in case we have people here that are here in the morning and the afternoon. That should catch both. But if you happen to be absent next Wednesday, which you shouldn't because you're supposed to be here every day anyway, there is a makeup day. Okay, I believe we are moving over to the calendar just to look at some more future stuff real quick. You know what? I'm not even sure I need to pause for this. Nope. Let's just pull it over. Okay. Constitution Bowl. Early out homecoming. No school on Monday. Picture day on Wednesday. Mural ribbon cutting on Friday. On the next Tuesday, we're going to go to Crowder in the afternoon for some folk art, which means like, you know, local practical art. In this case, rug hooking, making rugs. You know what? Maybe that didn't sound all that exciting, but I'll tell you what, one day there was a lady down at the farmer's market making rugs, and it was fascinating, and I bought 2 of them. And I did not plan to go buy rugs at the farmer's market. She wasn't even a farmer, I'm pretty sure. So that should be cool. Field trips are fun. And then on Friday, did I miss something here? I believe so. Let me correct this. On Friday the 4th, we're still on 2 weeks out at this point. That is when our volunteers are going to go to the square to put the chalk art squares on the square for the fall festival the following day. The previous Friday, when we have our mural cutting, we are also going to use that time in the morning to hold, and we may have some time in the afternoon too. We'll see. As much as we need. We are going to hold our own chalk art, pre-chalk art contest, chalk art contest on campus so that you can maybe pilot an idea or a concept or practice it. Maybe you want to do something totally different than you would in the fall festival. Maybe you're not even going to participate in the fall festival, but this is a cool, fun day on campus. So we will talk between now and then where exactly that's going to take place. I'm going to link a preview video on the Team Tuesday page so you can see what that looked like last year. I think we got some drone footage and stuff of that taking place. But anyhow, you'll have an idea of what's going on next Friday the 27th. That's our on-campus chalk art contest prior to the official chalk art contest at the Fall Festival the following Saturday. So today's the 16th. We've talked about the next 2 weeks after that. Very quickly, we're going to jump ahead to October and see that the end of the term is on the 18th. Like I said, we are not quite halfway there today, even though midterm is over. Build My Future trip is the day before the end of the term, so like I say, it's a little weird with save days, but we'll figure that out between now and then. Makeup Picture Day is the 9th. I believe it is on the 3rd, that Thursday, that we're taking a career trip over to the junior high to see Branco's construction work. So I believe that's all of the calendar stuff and all of the events. Let's engage, be engaged in the Constitution contest, Constitution Bowl. It's like a football game. Taylor Swift will not be there, unfortunately. But yeah, have a good time. Behave. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Talk to you later.